The emphasis has been on the Bill's contribution to the Opportunity Mission, but the Wellbeing framing points also to the importance of action to improve children's childhoods, children as beings as well as becomings. And a holistic measure of child well-being could play a valuable role here.
I feel so strongly about this. Absence is up, exclusions are up, off-rolling's up. 1 million children leaving school between the ages of 16 and 24 are not in education, employment or training. And in the PISA surveys, life satisfaction, we're second from the bottom. So much to do and so much together that we can do if we put the rhetoric behind us and put children first.
Yeah. And there's only one way to change this, which is, of course, to measure well-being as well, to put something else into the balance. And that is what happens in many countries. It happens in the Netherlands, it happens in South Australia, and in England, it now happens in Manchester, as has been mentioned, and in Hampshire. And the system is quite simple, and I think it's what we need. The government designs the questionnaire and holds it on a central platform. If a school wants to participate, it arranges once a year for the students in the school to complete the questionnaire. It takes about 20 minutes or so. The results are then analysed centrally, and the findings are then sent back from the centre to the school. From this, the school gets vital information about how well it's actually doing on progressing the well-being of its students. And it's left up to the school how it uses its information. Participation in the survey is voluntary, both for the school and for the individual, and the individual responses are totally confidential to the individual. My lords, this is a change which could transform what happens in our schools. It would give them the incentive to do more for the well-being of their children and the justification, which actually most of them want, for paying more attention to it. There is no conflict between doing more for well-being and improving academic performance. All the evidence shows that extra time devoted to life skills improves not only well-being but also improves academic performance, or certainly does it no harm. Our children are subject now to all kinds of new pressures, and their mental health has demonstrably suffered. So we've got to do something about well-being. And that is the reason why a cross-party group of us will be moving an amendment, but the government should introduce a measurement system of the type that I've been describing. It is, of course, it might be said, and it's true, that it's possible for a school or schools to measure well-being already. It happens in Manchester. But it's a huge effort to make that happen. And if we want this to become the norm, we've got to make it as easy as possible. That's what we owe to our children, and that's what the system that I've described would do.
I also support calls for the bill to include measures of well-being to provide a strong evidence base for current and future policies.
My Lords, I add my voice to the support of the Our Wellbeing, Our Voice coalition in their calls for the establishment of a national wellbeing measure programme to offer demonstrably evidence-based data to shape and track holistic interventions to improve childhood well-being. We know that schools across England are already engaged in excellent anti-poverty, anti-racist, anti-neglect work, for example. And some, as we have heard, are already benefiting from collecting and monitoring well-being data to inform their interventions. I trust we can agree that there's value in equipping schools with a comprehensive picture of the well-being of their students. And I therefore seek reassurance from the Minister that this recommendation will be reviewed.
My Lords, the Noble Lord Layard spoke of the vital need to measure well-being, both physical and mental. I could not agree more and will be fully supportive of any amendment which seeks to achieve this objective. My Lords, committee stage provides us with the opportunity to set out the changes necessary to ensure the Secretary of State's objective to improve the well-being of children is achieved, and I look forward to taking that agenda forward.